Hi everyone, today we will be reviewing a kit that I really should have had years ago, or at least some version of it, the Zaku 2, specifically Cucuruz Duan Zaku. Now guys, this is a KO version of a HG from P Bandai release, and we will be checking out if it's any good as a copy. After assembly, this is what we get. Looks a lot, right? But don't be deceived, there's something about this kit that I don't like. Up first, we got the water slide decals. This is pretty good, and you get two versions of the decals, battle damage and regular. Up next, we got stickers. I've already applied most of it. Next, we got the model kit itself. I panel lined it to make the details more clearer and enjoy those sweet looking battle damage. It also comes with a flight stand, but this only comes with the bootleg. Next we have two heat hawks, heat on and heat off, with a peg. He also comes with a holding hand with trigger finger and an open hand for posing purposes. As a default, he has two holding hands. And all these extra parts that we will talk about later. Going back to the Zaku itself, although I don't have the original to compare to, I do believe this copy is pretty excellent. The details are very clear and defined, although we see a few mold lines, mold leftovers or whatever you call those. Also some seam lines, but that's very fixable, both of them. Okay, so now it's one of my favorite parts of the review, a stability test. As I'm handling him, joints are fairly tight, holds up pretty well, and only parts that fell off was the side skirt. But it's understandable since I pushed it beyond its limits. Dude held on as long as it could. So all in all, it's pretty stable. Okay, now moving on to the extra parts. Surely we can use all these parts. For sure, here are those parts with the battle damage, and they can be replaced with the non-battle damage. But why would you? After all, this is why I'd buy this kit, for the battle damage parts. And now, for the other parts. The shoulder shield seems like it would fit, but it doesn't. Junk. The head can attach, but you can't attach those hose in the side, since that hose was specifically made for the long nose Duan Zaku. So yeah, junk. Forearms, not a chance. Junk. The spike shoulder armor, maybe make him a king of Zakus or something. Junk. The foot? Yeah, sure, but it's just a simple foot, and I would rather have the detailed one. So, junk. For the lower legs or shin part, absolutely impossible. Different molds, different way of attaching. Junk. For the chest cover, I would have loved this to be swappable. It's got this tiny door, but again, it won't swap. So, it's still junk. So conclusion for the extra parts, there are swappable parts, but we don't really need that, and all this other crap. You know, I would prefer they wouldn't give all this and just swap it for one gun, that Zaku gun. Seems like the KO company did a good job, too good of a job. Let's see him together with other 144 HG kits and one RG. Well, the custom goof is one also of a KO, but I would say it's also pretty good. And the rest, Sazabi and the RX, are both Bandai authentic. My final thoughts for this KO kit. Details are clear, it's very sturdy, it doesn't fall apart when moving, complete with decals, and even comes with an extra flight stand or action base, whatever you call it. The one issue that I take is I wish they could have just scrapped all that crap, extra parts, for one Zaku rifle. That's it. So, having all that said, I do recommend this kit. It's very affordable and you get more than your money's worth. I believe so. So that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't, please subscribe and like. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!